And we're back. And this time we're going to be talking about Maryland and Connecticut. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Julia.
And when you last saw the Intrepid Travelers, we were in DC for part 3 of our video, but eventually we have to leave. We had plans that kind of went a different direction, and we had to quickly scramble to figure out how to go a new place.
So we decided Maryland because that's where a good friend of mine lives with her family, and Connecticut being that I've never been to New England. So, and it was on the Amtrak trail. So that's why we decided on these two places. Moving along.
So this is the route of the train, the first one that would take us from Union Station up to Aberdeen, Maryland. Aberdeen. Here we go. So I want to just show the whole area, kind of put it in perspective. Not everybody's from this part of the world, so let's just, if you look, oh wait, I can use pens here. Oh, this is so much fun. So this is where we're talking about, right around here. Wow, that was big and funny. All right, moving along. I didn't know I could do that. Okay.
So this is my friend's neighborhood. Her name is Wendy, and she's been a good friend of mine for a very long time. And look at this quaint neighborhood. Awesome suburbia. It really felt like I was in a movie or a TV show. Very beautiful. And as you can see, we are officially transitioning from fall to winter.
Yeah, and somebody caught me in the Zelda hat with my sunglasses on. I look super cool. I look like that guy, the dude from, never mind. Lebowski was in there?
No. And a few more shots. This is in their neighborhood. They have this awesome little park/forest that's walking distance. People take their kids there. They can run around, and obviously you can walk your pets, your animals, and it's just very beautiful, very quiet and
Sure.
peaceful.
And speaking of pets,
Oh, there he
isn't he
is.
adorable?
He's the cutest
He says hello,
thing.
but in this kind of
Hello.
voice.
His name is Sammy, and we love him, and we
Sammy.
miss him. He's so cute.
He was very cute. I concur.
And I might have dedicated a little bit to Sammy.
Wow, you really
He
did.
was
You really
just
did.
so loving, and he's such a great dog. But in the top right-hand corner, there is the arm of my friend's child. He is the cutest little kid, very affectionate child. But what he has in his hand,
The nerdiest toy ever.
oh my gosh.
So let's look at this Ninja Turtle, who's obviously the best Ninja Turtle because that's purple, so he's Donatello, correct. But the turtle himself is cosplaying as Star Trek Spock.
I mean, how cool can you
I
get? I
almost
mean,
stole it.
you can't get cooler than that. All
All
right,
right,
moving along.
moving along.
So Wendy was awesome, and she took us around. They took some time off. We were with her for over a week, and she just opened her home, and she took us to some great stores that I had never
Sure.
heard of.
She even made us joke.
Oh yeah, Jook was great. Well,
Yep.
actually, Dax made the
Dax
joke.
I'm so
Dax
sorry.
made the joke.
I
It was
retract immediately.
delicious. It was delicious. But this is
Second and Charles. I'm getting off on tangents. So Second and Charles is a little bit used bookstore, new bookstore. It has music, it has movies, and it has like all the plushies for your favorite nerddoms.
and not to mention the stationery and school supplies for
Right.
you stationery nerds out
Sure.
there.
And what I'm noticed here and what she sees me pointing at is that this isn't just some backdrop. These are actual books that they put behind their sign. So those are
That
all
was
real
really
books.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
All right, moving along.
And of course, you can still get Asian snacks and
White
treats
Rabbit.
in Maryland. It's not completely bare,
No.
but we had gone to Huang Vong Food Market, and oh my gosh, everything was pretty decently priced,
Yeah,
actually.
we were a little surprised.
So if you want a little bit of, local kind, they got it.
In the northeast part of Maryland, you don't need to go all the way to Baltimore. All right, moving along.
and two of several other stores and restaurants that Wendy had taken us to. One is Ollie's, where everything's pretty discounted, inexpensive. You can get lots of fun things for kids. You can get we got some like clothing things
We
because
got
it
a
was
book,
cold.
actually.
Yeah, we got a book.
The Clockwork Mouse, I think that's where we bought it.
Yeah, it was a cute little store, and of course Ollie is my cat, so that was nice to be able to go to an Ollie's. And then a Red Robin.
Red Robin.
Yum.
Okay.
We had never
We are clearly
been.
not sponsored.
We had never been, but it was pretty good and
Yep.
delicious, and I was actually quite
Very
surprised for a chain. Yeah, for an
Americana burger
yeah.
joint, but it was a good burger. No.
Yeah, it was really good. We also went to an Aldi's, my very first time at an Aldi's, so it was really cool when Daniel found a lonely cart to redeem the quarter.
Right, so the way it works, if you've never been to one, is that the carts are all locked together and you need a quarter to get the carts out, and you get your quarter back when you put it back in. Well, if there's a cart just laying there and I put it in, then I get somebody else's quarter. It's my quarter now, because I was helpful.
And the final store we had gone to was called Five and Below, and as you can imagine, everything is $5 and below, and we just had a lot of fun. I love discount stores. We both love discount stores.
Sure, we grew up with dollar store, and before that they had 5 and dimes, but now we're up to $5. Enough about inflation, though.
Next.
Oh,
unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. And yes, our Wendy is part of my friend group from middle school, and I am the tallest and biggest, and she's the shortest and smallest. So it's a lovely little picture of the two of us.
Quick thing to point out: this might be the first picture that you actually see our Pelican case. Those things are built like tanks, so let's also point those out.
Yeah, those Pelicans are great. And we've decorated with stickers.
Yes, from all around the places we've been. But it wasn't over then. We have to go off to Connecticut. So for those of you who are not familiar with New England, it is 6 states: Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. I got a little tongue-tied. And so let's just zoom in. All right, so this is Connecticut. I tried to fit all of Connecticut on one map. We didn't go to Hartford. We didn't go to New Haven. And let's see if I can just draw a little. Can I draw a little? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is Bridgeport down here. And next to it is where we actually stayed. Let's zoom in again. All right, that's Stratford.
We stayed in the small little town of Stratford, which is outside of Bridgeport, and it couldn't even get on the map because it was so tiny.
Yeah, look how zoomed in we are. So let's zoom in one more time. Whew. So this is our hotel here, and this is kind of our walk. And then this is kind of the center. I'm having too much fun. I should stop. Okay.
Moving right along. Well, this is our lobby. As you can see, it was still Christmas time. It's still,
Christmas hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened yet, but it's
everybody's
the season.
In the mood. Yes,
everybody's in the mood, and beautiful little tree in our lobby. Our lobby
was
Quality Inn. Yeah, Quality Inn. Great little
completely
place.
Random cat.
And this cat was so sweet. It just came right up to us, but oh my gosh, adorable little cat. And he or she actually rolled over onto their backs for belly rubs.
Yes.
So cute.
All true. So great place to get pictures of lights.
A lot of Christmas lights. But this was also the night that we discovered interesting things about our camera.
Lot of settings.
Oh my gosh, settings we didn't even realize. So actually, the images you're seeing you might be like, that looks a little different. Is it because of the lighting? No, it's because we were playing with our camera setting.
Yeah, let me show you what we mean. Just wow, what was I doing? Like.
But hey, you know what? Part of our adventure is also learning and getting smarter and learning your camera and learning about the cool things it can do.
So it can do that. I don't know why you'd want that, but it can. Also on the right, please note that's a tree growing out of and holding up the person's awning. about their porch. That's not the lighting. That's just wild. Moving right along.
So one of the places we did get to go to was the Stratford Historical Society. They have I think about three buildings on their property.
Yep.
There was a main offices that has the museum attached to it, and then there's a historical house. So it really reminded me of Hawaiian Mission houses, mainly because Hawaiian Mission houses was based off of New England style homes and everything like that. And so it really was kind of nice to see all of that.
architecture.
Yeah, it was kind of a reminder of my internship. So as you can see, beautiful and winter. So this is the inside of the museum. They had such cool things. A lot of it was behind glass, and so the glare was just something that we couldn't work with. But these two pictures I thought were the most interesting. The original flags that were designed and made, some of those are actually done by not Betsy Ross, but by somebody
some of the original
else.
people of the
Yeah.
colonies. We're going way back centuries.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And then the other image is an image of, I believe, a runaway slave who made her way to freedom. So that was really cool.
And if you want more information, you can go there yourself,
or Google them. Yeah. So. But the next slide.
Oh, here I go.
This is just the inside of their historic house that really just reminds me of being in HMH one day. You have the dining set and the work tables, and they're spinning.
They got the looms going.
Yeah,
it's kind of a nice thing.
It was really nice. Everything was really old, and so it was really cool. You can't touch anything; it's all kind of roped off. But it was still pretty cool to see.
All right.
And this was something that was interesting about this historical society as well, is that not just the inside, but the outside. And what part of the outside is, they had the original kind of
herbal garden,
yeah, that was growing.
They had researched all the plants that would have been grown at the time, and they were actively growing them all, although in winter it's not very exciting, I'm sorry. All right, so that's all for this part.
That's all for this. And unfortunately, we didn't
get... Oh, slide?
Yeah, slide.
Okay.
And this is our last slide. We didn't get to do a lot when we were in Connecticut. One, because it was so last minute, and two, it was completely off season, so most things were actually closed.
Well, right. And it's not like we were in New Haven. We were in this tiny offshoot, but we did take the bus into Bridgeport one day. And inside the Arcade Mall, we found Kindred Thoughts bookstore.
And Kindred Thoughts bookstore it's mainly African American authors and stories, as you can see behind this lovely lady who is the owner. I believe she's the owner.
She's the owner.
Absolutely delightful woman. You have like children's books, so she has all genres. We bought a couple of books there. I got a sci-fi, which was awesome. And she was very much like, take pictures and put my picture up. It's great. So awesome lady, awesome bookstore. And what a way to end our travels is being in an awesome bookstore, just a bookstore in general.
What book did you get?
I got Zone 1 by Colston Whitehead. Obviously.
All right. So that's going to wrap up this one. Highly recommend that bookstore. And till next time, everybody.
Till next time.